For instance, we'll work out the equation of the tangent to the curve at point A. Okay, so what we do, okay, we join these two. This is the tangent. Any line that touches the tangent from the center is a normal. Okay, so they meet at an angle of 90 degrees. Now the slope of this curve, this line, if you try joining, this is a diameter. At this point here, x is -2. Sorry, y is -2. X at this point is 8. See that? X is 8. But at this point, x is 4. Okay, but at this point, y is 0. So slope or gradient is vertical over horizontal, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have our, this corresponds to x2, y2. And at this point, we have our, here is x1, y1. Okay, so when we now do that, we'll have y2 is 0 minus y1. Y1 is -2. See that? All over x2. X2 is 8 minus 4. So that gives us slope is 2 over 4, which is 1 over 2. This is the slope of this line, this straight line, not this one. Okay. Now, in coordinate geometry, if two lines meet at an angle of 90 degrees, the product of their slopes gives us -1. And so we have one already. Any one could be M1. This could be M1, and this other one, M2, this other curve. Okay. So M1 will now have as half, M2 equals -1. So M2 will be -2. Okay. Now, along this line, we just choose any arbitrary point for x and y. So slope at that on this line is -2 equals y minus y1 over x minus x1. So with respect to the new coordinates here, let's call it B, here becomes y1 x1, y2 x2. Okay, so we now have so this is y, here becomes y1, there becomes y, x and y. Here becomes, lower one becomes x1 with respect to this, that becomes x1 y1 with respect to this point, this new point that we chose. Okay, now we have, it will give us y minus 0, because y at this point, y is 0, all over x minus 8. So we have y over x minus 8 equals -2. So y will be -2 into x minus 8. So y equals -2x plus 16. So the equation of the tangent will be y equals -2x plus 16.